Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. Got a great video planned out for you guys today. I know someone said the other day, why do you always say a great video? I don't always say there's a great video for you. Sometimes I just say an okay video, and you guys can deem that however. But I do have a great video for you guys today. So today I want to talk about the value of money. I think it's important because I think a lot of people have just lost sight of really what money is, but they've also lost sight of the value because they've lost sight of what it is. And there's a lot of different ways to reference this. Making people lose sight of the value of money is not just solely that way you can take all the gold and silver and people take fiat currency. That is a major factor, but it's also more to that, I believe. And so I kind of wanted to spend a little time and just talk about that today because it's crazy when I start surfing the internet and the way I research stuff, I start looking into questions that I have on why that is. And, I was kind of shocked when I brought it up briefly at the end of a previous video, and I said, I want to do a video on that because it's funny how people just don't have a value of money, specifically here in the United States, but a lot of other countries that are on, I'll say, top of the pecking order. That may sound bad the way I say that, depending on what country. If you're in a third world country, I believe you have more value of money because you've had it a little rougher. If you have it too easy, I believe you lose sight of the value. And there's so many different ways to reference this that when you look at what's going on with unused unused credit vouchers, unused gift cards, unused, just people just waste, it seems like, a lot. In fact, I found it kind of interesting as actually reading about Starbucks. So as of September 2024, Starbucks has 1.77 billion in unredeemed gift card balances. This is an increase of 9% from the year before. Now think about that. How many people have, and I'll be honest, I've talked about this before. I was actually with a lady one day and we were just chit-chatting and she was cleaning out her purse while we were hanging out talking, and she had probably 7 or 8 gift cards that she was just going to toss. And I said, oh, I'll take them. Well, she goes, they've only got like, $4 or $5 on them. There ain't nothing big. And then she's like, well, this one right here, this has $25 still. You want that one? I don't want it either. And, just it's interesting when people, I believe they kind of lose value because there's a lot of money. Even in, I'll be honest, a $4 Starbucks gift card doesn't really buy you much. I don't even think you can get a plain black cup of coffee for $4. But people start to lose sight of the value of money because we have it easy here in the U.S. And I think that's bad in a way because once you lose sight of it, you get more frivolous with your money. And I think a lot of people want that because it promotes spending. It promotes neglect, I guess you can say, of your personal finances. But what it really does too is it makes it to where we have a whole generation of people that are unprepared for a downturn. And that's what really worries me the most because we talk about the possibility of a major downturn coming and how a lot of people are going to be left high and dry, essentially. They're going to be hoping to be able to lean on Uncle Sam. And will Uncle Sam be able to help everybody if something bad happens? In my opinion, they won't. That's why we talk about, stacking silver or investing or different stuff. Now, this is not an investing channel. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I just give you guys my standpoints on a lot of stuff. And as I went through this, I started thinking of other ways that money just kind of gets discarded. And now I couldn't get the whole article because I don't sign up for stuff or pay stuff. But I was wondering, casinos. How many people have ever walked around a casino and you see that little slip of paper sitting there? Maybe it has like 80 cents, 50 cents, a dollar, small numbers that, you're in a casino, you're pumping hundreds and just throwing your money away. And a lot of times people won't worry about those little change receipts. Now, I save them. I put them all in my pocket. I know it sounds weird. And then I end up, even if I see one, I'll keep combining it, and at the very end, I end up spending it all on one machine, just, and hope that, I call that my last-minute lucky fund, I guess you can call it. According to the numbers, we have seen gamblers in Nevada Lose, forget, or don't bother cashing in damaged, throw away, leave at the machine, or allow it to expire vouchers worth between 7 million and 12 million every year. Think about that for a minute. How much money just gets left behind at the table? According to a bankster, Americans have over 23 billion in unused gift cards or credit balances. This is an equivalent to an average of $187 a person. I don't know how many of you guys have some gift cards sitting around, left around. You may want to take a look at them. And I understand in a way gift cards are good, but I really think companies do this to prey on the whole situation. They know what's going to happen if a portion of every gift card doesn't get used. I mean, let's hypothetically say somebody gives me a Red Lobster gift card. I go to Red Lobster. The gift card's maybe, $50. Maybe my bill comes out to, $48, even $46. What happens to that other $4? Do you go back just to use the $4? Or do you just be like, no big deal, and then it expires? And in some states, gift cards don't expire. But where I'm going with this talk is I want people to understand the value of money. $4 in some countries makes a huge difference. I really started wanting to know, too, why don't they teach kids about money? And I couldn't really find a firm answer on why they don't teach kids personal finance in school. Even Googling it and stuff, I couldn't find any solid, really definition answer. And, here was one of the Google searches that I tried, and it said, while some point to underfunding as a response to the question of why personal finance is not taught in school, the education manages to fund STEM programs. I don't know if that means stem cell. They said STEM programs. STEM programs with expensive computers and laboratories, equivalent equipment, but cannot find room for a basic budget personal finance 101. I can't help to wonder if that's because they want us to be financially dumb, essentially, financially illiterate. Because if you don't understand money, then you're more apt to spend more. Spending money increases government revenue. It increases because every time money, the revolving of money, every time you go out, let's say, and you go to a restaurant, you spend $50. Uncle Sam takes his cut of that 50. The restaurant ends up buying maybe some meat or fish from the market. Uncle Sam takes a percentage of that. Then the meat market or the fish market, they end up ordering some more stuff and they have it shipped in with a trucking company. They take a percentage of that. Everything is taxed. And, once you start realizing where government actually makes a lot of their revenue from, you start to see that it's in their best interest to keep prices high, keep people moving money around, keep people spending. If everybody was tight like me, I'll be honest, although some people might be watching my lunch short video where I went out to eat today, and I went to a good restaurant. A couple people made comments on it. They're like, dude, that's like 1 ounce of silver per each plate. And it was a little cheaper than that, but it was $22 a plate, but it comes with 1.5 pounds of seafood of your choice. You get a half a pound of 3 different half-pound items. I actually had shrimp, crawfish, and mussels. The person I was with had shrimp, crawfish, and calamari. But once you realize, think about that. Even dollars. We use dollars. So yes, government can hold all the gold and silver. They can take it all. They can print more. They can control it. I was reading an article about credit. I'm amazed how many people lose track of the value of money because they get instant gratification when they use credit cards. Think about that for a minute. Let me see if we can zoom up. Does using credit cards make you spend more money? I've always said it shouldn't, but it does. I know now. I mean, for a while I was doing this reward thing where I got a new credit card, and I use credit cards. I don't hold balances on them, but I do use them, especially when they're like, hey, take this credit card and we'll give you front of the line passes at Disney World. And me and my son were in Disney World one time, and I took the credit card and they gave me 2 passes. And so needless to say, you take the credit card. And, it's a good deal. I don't always keep the credit cards. I went to one real fancy restaurant, and outside they were offering 2 free buffets. And this was a huge seafood buffet. 2 free buffets if you just signed up for the credit card and got approved. And so I took the credit card. I was like, yeah, I'd rather spend nothing. I'd rather take a credit card instead of spending $100. And so needless to say, I ended up doing that. That was for 2. They gave you 2 buffet tickets. Just so someone don't think, where did you spend $100 on a buffet? Needless to say, although they had really good seafood at that one. But people start losing track once they start using credit cards. They have instant gratification. They don't feel the money. Now, I tried finding a reference too for the casinos. Why casinos use poker chips? Because I've always felt that casinos use poker chips because if I pull a $100 bill out of my pocket and put it on the table, when I pull a second one out, do I feel the pain of that? And a lot of people will say they do because you're taking money out of your wallet. But when you are using poker chips, people don't always see that as money. When you're using a credit card to go buy that pair of shoes that you want, or maybe that, I don't know, new radio or iPad or whatever, who knows, whatever people buy, do you really feel it when you swipe a card? The credit card gives it to you now. You look at it, I got 30 to 60 days to pay it off. Water under the bridge. Am I broke right now? Yes. But hey, who cares? I got 30 to 60 days to pay it off before. And even if then, I'll just put minimum payment. And before you know it, minimum payments start really burdening people down with credit. But I want people to really take from this video. It's not going to be a long video today, but I want people to take the understanding that credit cards, instant gratification, this just gets us into trouble. For a while, I'd heard someone say this, and I had put this as kind of a rule for me, I guess you can say. Before I bought anything, I had to think about it for one day. That means anything. I'd go to the store, I'd have grocery lists made up. I'd use like a shopping list. I'd put it on the fridge. What do I absolutely need? Because I'll be honest, I go to the store. If I go to the store hungry, I will just tear in. I mean, oh, hey, got to get potato chips. Oh, got to get pretzels. Oh, got to get cheese and crackers. You're buying stuff on looks, and you're not really thinking about it. But if you have the 1-day rule, then you really have to think about what you're buying and do I need it? Well, yeah, you need milk. I mean, it's a staple item. Maybe vegetables, that type of stuff, meat. But, using a shopping list, it just helps control your spending. And once you control your spending, then you can start putting that extra money that you have into something productive. For me, it's precious metals. And for you, it may be Bitcoin. For someone else, it may be, I don't know, just cash in the bank. Now, I don't know if each one, I know that each one is not going to be equally productive in the long run. But with that being said, it's probably more productive than some, I don't know, random junk from China that you really don't need. That right now, I'm cleaning out my storage units, my house. I'm trying to empty out everything I got that's just junk that I've bought in over the years and accumulated. I see a lot of comments throughout different videos that a common theme that comes up is, man, I went through a period of my life where I just spent way too much money. I wished I had saved more. I wished I had been investing in silver and gold more. when I was younger instead of just throwing money away. And it's easy to feel that way and start maybe feeling bad, like you made some bad choices. And it's true, we all have made bad choices. But the truth of the matter is, if you're stacking now, you're on the right track. And being on the right track is going to put you in a better spot down the road. Because down the road, you will be talking to some people and they'll be saying, man, I wish I had started stacking when you started stacking. I hear that all the time when I talk to new people about precious metals. They're like, man, I wish I had started stacking when you started stacking. You were buying at $15. I'll be honest. When I started stacking, I told someone else, I wish I had started stacking when they started stacking at $5. And now we've got silver at $30. And down the road, there will be people getting in at $45, $50 and say, I wish I had started stacking when y'all were stacking at $30. It's a cycle. Prices on precious metals continue to go up. But it's not just precious metals. It's everything. Prices on everything is going up. And really, it has to do with the value of the dollar going down. As the dollar is more printed, as they mass produce it, I mean, the proper term is debasing it, but as they print more and more of it, that makes it worth less just because there's so much more of it. And so you need more of them dollars to get the same amount, a finite amount of resources. There's only so many new cars out there. There's only so many items that people want to buy. And if everybody starts flooding into it, think about it like toilet paper. If everybody wanted to have an extra couple cases tomorrow of toilet paper in their house, you wouldn't have any toilet paper. You know, I hear some people say it's the preppers that cause the shortages in resources and stuff. I don't believe that, because preppers are buying their items when there's not a problem. It's the people that aren't preppers and don't understand, that are catching on late, that cause the problem. Right now, there's a silver deficit, a silver shortage. There's not even a major problem yet. Imagine when people wake up to the problem. We're buying every week. We're not causing the shortage. Imagine the people, though, when they wake up and they want to put, I don't know, maybe they've got a $50,000 in their bank account, and they're like, you know what, I want to diversify now. I'm getting worried about the dollar. I want to put 25 grand in silver. And all of a sudden, all these people start calling up and wanting to buy a monster box or something. You know, how much silver is that going to strip from the system? And people think, there's a lot of naysayers out there. And I know there'll be that one comment on this video that says, yeah, blah, 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 silver shortage. YouTubers have been saying that all along. I actually called a comment yesterday, and it was so funny because I said it in the video like 25 minutes in, and someone wrote the comment verbatim, almost verbatim. And I said, yep, you were that person I was talking about. I'm wondering if you went back and checked that video. But, you know, you have to understand the value of money. Once you understand the value of money, you start making corrections with your spending habits and stuff. And then you start making a plan to get in a good place so you can be essentially free from the system. I was watching a video earlier, and I'm going to wrap it up here in just a minute. Let me just check the time real quick. I always feel bad if the video gets too long. Yeah, we're at 18 minutes. Okay. I was watching a video earlier of a guy in the Philippines. He's got millions of subs. Huge, huge channel. And he was sitting on the beach, and he said, look at this. It don't cost me nothing, really. I'm just sitting here on the beach. It's free, and I'm just enjoying it. You know, yeah, he paid for food to get out there or whatever, and maybe he bought a plane ticket but he just kind of wings it. He's a YouTuber that's just, I'll say, backpacking, winging it. And I really like that. I always say I want to do that at some point, but I had one subscriber tell me, you're getting older, T. You know, if you don't do it now, you're less chance you're going to do it. And I think they're absolutely right. But, I mean, it all comes down to understanding money. And, you know, a lot of this stuff that we talk about, I hear people say, you know, I never heard about that, or I never heard about that, or I didn't know this. It's simple things. Just start watching how you spend your money. You make a certain amount of money every week, every month, every year. start putting away some for a rainy day fund, because it will eventually have rain. And when that day comes, you guys want to be prepared for it, and hopefully it's in precious metals, because I think precious metals is the safest bet. But I know there's a lot of people out there that are pro cryptocurrency, and they have a little silver. Maybe they like the channel, but they're big into cryptocurrencies. I wish everybody the best in whatever they invest in. I mean, even if you're investing in whatever, anything, I wish them all the best in it. So with that being said, though, think about it, and I will see you guys again tomorrow on T-Square Talk. I hope you all had a great day. 20 minutes, I like that. Anything under 20 minutes, I'm pretty happy with. So thank you all for watching. Please take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button, and, oh, you know what? I never even looked at the silver price for you guys. Silver price sitting still right around $30.22. Gold sitting at $27.55. Bitcoin sitting at 102,700, and the DXY doing exactly what we said it would probably do and work its way up to 108, maybe even the high 108. We're right close to 108, which means with this jump right here that we're seeing right now at 2 in the morning almost, I would not be surprised to see silver start taking a little bit of a downturn. So hopefully we'll see that 4 a.m. dip that everybody talks about. A lot of us have been following at 4 a.m. The overseas markets have closed. The United States markets haven't opened yet. And so that dip comes in, and there's only a handful of people that can actually catch that timing. So we'll see what happens. I thank y'all for watching, and we got the Fed meeting today, so we'll see what happens with that. Please take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, help me out, and I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.